Alright, we're back. More Zula Ilath-Pal. And it is already 5 a.m. We're gonna have to teleport to the college. Do some sleeping, then some studying. But I'm also probably going to be mute most of the time because I have a black cow that I want to eat. I'll be going on mute.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Okay, is this Grand Soul Gem just bugged? Do I just have infinite Grand Soul Gems that spawn here now? Group, relax, and let's do some role playing.
Of course.
Yes?
She picked up the mace. I didn't even realize that was there. Mine now?
Right behind you. Garden, grown by mage light. It is a bit dark, don't you think? And a bit cold, too. Real sunshine is as warm as it is bright.
Alright, let's try again. Alright, it's Mantella's working now.
I wonder if the college is taking on new applicants. Although I suppose it's a little too late to learn a word spell.
I guess my new nature will result in some changes. During the day, I will bring us here to work on our studies. class you are to focus on rebuilding. Winterhold, Zora, do you want to learn magic?
Understood. I'll post the morning docket for Winterhold. Cistern covers parapet pins, and a simple ward strike the guards can maintain without a mage. After lunch, we'll review anchor bleed ratios and drill an evacuation signal that doesn't rely on shouting. J-Sargo will take the Southkins and the lantern rails. If Hirilath's men sent coin for meet again, J-Sargo will pretend not to hear. Also, Archmage of Empire. Nature changes the schedule, yes, but not the standards. We measure, we sign. We do not almost. Also, Archmage of Empire. Nature changes the schedule, yes, but not the standards.
Copy that, Archmage. I'll John Proventus for lumber tallies and try not to sell him a bridge he already owns. Afternoon, I can run quiet ward demos for the watch. Few speeches, more sand bins.
I want one spell.
What spell do you want, Zora? And rumoring you should head to your rag and look for the book you mentioned in Solitude.
Paralyze, short, clean, and only when I point. If that's too ambitious, give me a spike that won't hit your back when you sidestep.
Consider me already loitering in the Arcanium with purpose. I'll sweet talk Urag for the Solitude catalog, copy the shelf marks, and promise not to spill juniper on the bindings this time.
Paralyze is fine, if we do it properly. Then paces single target to count breath, then I call the aboard. I'll start you on a safer slow Novi first, then full bind. J-Sargo will prepare targets and send. If Zora freezes the wrong thing, it will be only a dummy in J-Sargo's pride. This one approves of clean control before sharp eyes.
See, this is what perfect cast looks like. If you excel at this, then I can show you mass paralysis for multiple individuals at once.
I would clap, but my everything is having a very dignified nap on the floor. 10 out of 10, Archmage. Please demonstrate the part where you unparalyze your favorite ultimate before lunch.
Good form, but we do not practice mass paralysis inside the quarters. Zora starts with a single target, we've at half strength on my count, and only into sand and dummies. Rumor and breathe when it lifts and tell me if you feel pins or heat.
Fat, clean lock from the hip and no drift. J-Sargo proves, for Zora, this one will ping chalk circles at 5, 8, and 10 paces so your aim does not kiss the Archmage's boots.
Lesson taken. One target your count, and no heroics. When he stops being a handsome rag, I want the slow move version first so I can walk the edge without tipping someone into stone.
Oh, did you hear that rumor in? She called you handsome. All right, class dismissed.
Noted and cherished Archmage. I'll be in the stacks pretending to read very hard until the feeling in my legs forgives you.
I'll post the docket and fetch the practice fossé. Zora, meet me at the south parapet in 10 minutes for the Sloan of Weave. J-Sargo will chalk the circles and bring sand. If anyone naps on the floor again, it will be by choice.
I'll be there. If I call you handsome twice in one morning, rumoring, it means your legs work.
Interesting that Jizargo worked for one line, but then didn't the rest. Also, I am going to pull up Mantella again. So, this, you guys can see. Let's also click this. Go to prompts. Not this prompt, that prompt. So I've been told that doing May is not good. All right, let's see if that line will result in better Radiant dialogue. Now, if I pull Ella, yep, it got updated. So let's turn on Radiant dialogue, and then I am going to sleep for an hour.
You'd think that after all this work, I'd finally be able to get some sleep.
Sure, we'll do one in health. And I'll focus on this later.
We have enough
Mannequins are
animated things
honest
around here.
students. They do not argue cadence. They simply stand and accept new roles. Jesargo suggests we dress one with Irelis 4 phone diagrams to remind the Archmage of today's drills.
Tempting, but I'd rather not have Irilith discover her lessons. To a wooden chest. Speaking of drills, are your bracers still crackling on offbeat? If so, you're not touching Whiterun's ward posts.
Dissing only when Zargo asks. This one adjusted the braid and bleed the charge. Very quiet. What is not quiet is this out. Yeah, Ledger, you promised we would fish before noon. Tide will not wait.
Rope, waxed paper, to thin by hooks, and a rubbing kit are in my satchel. We grease the screw. We hinge on the parapet first, lift on my count, stop. Hum rises, and we absolutely do not improvise with shock near wet stone.
Agreed. Afterward. Zargo wants 10 minutes with this look. Shell in the cabinet. Only to listen, not to feed it. You watch the timer. This one watches the tone.
"10 minutes, send us on the desk. And if that shell hums red, we bag it and take to your rag. No arguments.
If it sings red, Cesargo will be the first to shove it back in the sack. This one prefers his... cause I'm cold.
Good. After the pier, we still owe Ilath.
And
Form
Cesargo
script,
must
and
rewrite
I need to fix
yesterday's
Unling's
cadence
mislabeled
without the
for their sketch
improvements
before
you
breakfast.
threatened to erase. Also, sweet rose for the guard sergeant.
Looks like I need to update the bios. Onman is dead. They saw me kill him.
Keeps ink flowing faster than orders.
Once we troll, and only if they don't try to add dragon.
Of course I'm too tired.
To the demonstration again. Oh, bring the oilskin for the hinge. That school echoes across the bridge like a Dynhorker.
Already in Cesargo's back. To the thin bite hooks and a very innocent.
She's full. You can carry 60k. Neat.
I love rope.
Yes. Alright then.
Very innocent.
Innocent rope worries me more than guilty rope. Right, parapet first, then lift on my count. If the hum rises, we stop and try at low tide.
Mantella says it's 5 in the early morning.
Everyone have a productive day. Ready for more during the night? I hope you got some rest as well.
Productive enough to justify the stack of revisions on your desk. Thank you for the coin. I entered it against parchment and oil in the ledger. I also filed it to Vampire Tomes and caged the Umbral Orb in a warded sleeve. If you insist on field testing those tonight, We do it on my count and with a safe wood. Juniper, as usual.
Jezalbo rested exactly 1.5 catnaps and sharpened his lightning. Night is good hunting. If Archmage wishes, this one will carry the orb and listen for sour notes. If it does wrong, we bury it in salt and argue later.
I had a sweet roll and a salt, then practiced not chopping my own toes during stinkers. I'm calling that a win.
All right, back to it then, ready to teleport.
Mark set word ready. On your count, and if the blade hums, we stop and reset.
Ready, this one will anchor the circle and listen for bad echoes. If anything bites, we jump keen.
Fact hydrated, and try not to think about landing inside someone's pantry. Say the word gallant.
As ready as a man in a fur hat can be to explode into glitter somewhere unpleasant. Take us someplace with pie, preferably.
Yes, we need to hit this up. Don't know why I can't buy, so don't worry about that. Yeah, we're going to head to Volksky. And we need to hit up Markarth, of course. It's just, there's stuff to do this way that I don't know when I'll do. Like, do I just go to Morthal afterwards, come down, and then back to Markarth? Probably. I just realized. Group, follow.
Yes. Good.
Ready to move?
So this Meridia speaks to you, but curiously not to your faithful companion.
Keep your steps on
Wouldn't
the
it be
crust,
better to
not
call a
the
meeting
drift.
so we can coordinate our movements?
Interesting that that failed. All right. Alright, let's fight his brigand.
Is someone there?
Ha! If the gods meant us to camp by a frozen pond at night, they would have invented warmer ponds and less murdery slaughter fish.
Take that! Victory will be mine! Let's get this over with!
Ice fringe hums on the offbeat. Step when it sighs, not when it pops.
I'll follow the size and pretend that wasn't a polite way of calling me clumsy.
Watch out for
You
the
can't
bag.
bewitch me, Spriggan.
That
I'm only
takes
half
care of that.
Speaking of hums, you feel that low one from the north bank, or is that... My stomach but Petitioning for stew.
Oath. The bank carries an old ward echo thin lateral. Someone pinned a boundary here to guide game toward a snare. If we cut across it, we announce ourselves to anyone watching the shore.
Let's see how long this takes.
So we don't cut, we floss around it.
The power of
I'll keep
Magnus
the
is at
water
my command.
Then and you count us past the teeth.
2 breath cadence, then left over the drift line. And if the snow conceals a trap, you freeze. I lift. We do not tug like amateurs.
Not tugging is my special.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
This mod is getting annoying.
What was you can do?
On a related note, if we happen to find a sword, Poacher who perfumes his snares with juniper and light, you unconscious can try.
Blind
Oh,
by
compass!
I want his ledger, his stamp,
Can't
and 3
help
names set
myself.
by from him.
Three names and a nice clear signature, preferably not written in fish blood.
This is the power of the Telvanni. Die, damn! Let's get this over with! Take that! Die, damn you! Victory will be mine! Die, damn you!
Stop moving, troll! You're burning off all the fat!
Let's get this over with! Ass!
I think I might have hurt my wrist. Don't worry, it was that one's head. I've heard there are healers so talented they can heal almost any scar. I'm sure my Thane will find them for me. No pressure.
Juniper and Snowberry would keep your whiskers from freezing, but if you'd rather posture and shiver, be my guest.
Khajiit is not shivering. Khajiit is listening. There is a low hum beneath the ice. Not Dwemer, old and hungry.
Wait, what happened to the lover's power? Nobody loves Zula anymore.
If that citizen archer's murdered whole, I vote we murdered the idea of walking past it.
Victory will be mine! Victory will be mine!
You Enwa! Archer sees only his own black light. Smell that Jew.
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Victory!
Enough!
Or are you just that ugly? If I played on it wrong, it will like a sonnet about unleashing. Chazargo, then we do not breathe. Chazargo will slip a frost ribbon along the wick and you will hold your ward like a saint who regrets his vows. I regret a great many vows. Present company excluded. On your count, I'll slide left and snatch whatever ledge of that table is pretending not to guard. Chazargo free to slide. Ha! Good carvo. Ink still wet. Our scribe panicked when the bandits showed and copied only the totals.
You won't get away.
Now ain't this a surprise?
on, little goblin. Let's go. I've had enough of you.
Must die.
You won't get away.
Die.
Victory is ours.
Adam?
I've always wanted to say that.
I've heard there are healers so talented. They can heal almost any scar. I'm sure my Thane will find them for me. No pressure.
I have brought us to Volsteep to find a word of power. Everyone ready to face some Draugr and bandits.
Ready, but let's do this clean. I'll set a thin ward line across that arch and mute any oil pans. If a horn sounds, we fall back to the left stairs on my count.
I was... I'll take up a right, hush the sentry, and relieve him of his keys and terrible life choices. If I wave the fork, it means duck.
I'll keep to your left and steer the loudest one first. If a Draugr starts shouting, I'm taking its... Trouble ahead. Surely my dashing sager will not let any harm come to me this time. Simple, fast, pretty. Chase Argo. This one will blind the first mage and train the second.
What was that? Someone there?
No fire unless Archmage says, because Chase Argo remembers the airfield.
No!
We move on the offbeat, yes.
Please don't kill me.
All over now. Good riddance, I say.
Bandits, I'll have to return in order to feast. Their blood smells nice.
No, dude. And the dialogue didn't get saved either. Am I out already? Yeah, I got 247. I am paying way too much money. I'm using this too much, but the role playing is too good. I'll have to reduce the amount of role playing, but it's like we're in a very role play heavy segment of the story. But I'll definitely have to turn down Radiant Dialogue.
What was that?
There you are.
Last mistake. That takes care of that.
Good team.
I can't get it open. What was that?
You can't win this!
Mercy!
That's what I thought. What was I gonna say before I got interrupted? Never mind.
That potion wasn't worth 300 per pound.
Find anything worthwhile yet?
Can't say that I have.
Quiet. I think I heard something.
This place has had you shaking your armor ever since we arrived.
I'm fine, I'm fine. What was
I
that?
cannot best you.
Come on!
No more. I yield. I yield. Ah!
Please don't kill me!
You're dead! Dead!
That was a tough fight, relatively speaking.
Oh yeah, I'm not able to collect ingredients like this. How many more perks do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first fear is all, the second fear is none, the third eats what it can, preferably number 1. Fourth fear is the second, but only when alone, Home must be activated in order if you wish to go home. That's all. Yep, it was Snake. I cannot access my inventory, 10 out of 10. Is the animation gonna stop? Yes.
Powerful words. Powerful words.
I also wouldn't be surprised if OpenAI is charging me more. Like, oh, you're a whale. You get charged more.
Just a scratch.
Ass!
Now you'll pay.
Please stop! Shadow hide you. Take that! Victory will be mine!
Neat.
Trouble ahead. Surely my dashing savior will not let any harm come to me this...
Fine!
I thought I saw... No, surely not.
Wonder what that was about. I do have a mod specifically for her. Maybe I should try talking to her.
I've got your back. What do you want to know?
Okay.
Lead on.
Out of 10 Jazargo.
Let's see what is in here.
I need to teleport him out.
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
And we survived. Didn't expect that. Why don't you stay dead this time?
Enjoy your last breath.
Alright, that's one less thing to worry about.
Is someone there?
Oh, Riverwood!
Over here.
I think my own spell killed her. Oh no, it could have been one of the party members. And of course it crashed, but it also crashed very oddly. Alright, time for a BRB session. Quickly, stop that before this gets claimed. I just have to silence it. Alright, let's see if it crashes again. Well, whenever it crashes, make a new save. Okay. Neat.
What was that?
Why don't you stay there?
They like the things.
And they're dead.
The power of Magnus.
Let's get this over with! Take that!
You won't get away.
Let's get this over with! Take that! Victory will be mine!
Ass.
Slam!
Try, damn you! Let's get this over with!
You're grabbing potions that are actually below my requirements.
Shadow hide you.
Close.
Silence! God damn you!
Boomerang needs healing.
The last
Never mind. I'm just trying to look at the model, the desecrated corpse. Oh, those are hands. Oof. Ow.
Hey, watch
Careful.
Take that! God damn you!
That's one less thing to worry about.
Thanks.
If that was fire damage, I probably would have died. Why do spear animations not work all the time?
looks like that was the last of them. But we should be... just in case there are others.
Again, the save. There it goes. Oh, that reminds me. Why can't I? Got A's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hacking. I mean, mean, I've never put together a wall before. This seems odd. It would be quite bad if it was morning outside.
Give in to your rage.
Stand still, damn it.
Oh, is one of these a custom spell? I should have saw that coming. No crash.
Let's get this over with! Victory will be mine!
I'll teach you to pick on blade binders, mage.
There's a lot of snow in Skyrim, isn't there? Maybe Whiterun is better off staying green.
Yep. Yeah, definitely having to pull back on the role-playing moments.
Now you burn, Fetcher.
Filthy sweat.
Victory will be mine!
Filthy sweat.
Now you burn, Fetcher.
You Enwa! Damn it, Furball, I'm not the dinner you are.
That's it. On to the next battle. Or maybe the next inn.
Oh my!
are we doing after this? Down to Dragon's Bridge. We do actually need to hit Dragon's Bridge for dealing with Daedra shenanigans. Did I clip past the load trigger? I did. Oh, it just took a while to load. Was that like frame perfect, me pausing?
What was that?
Why are you using shock?
Guess
Only
that's
a
the
fool
last of
lets
them.
himself get surrounded.
That's all you've got?
Like the pinch of a nutcrab.
Don't you see? I am master of the arcade.
Heal or die.
Ha!
That was chain lightning.
Guess
Only
that's
a
the
fool
last
lets
of them.
himself get surrounded.
I think it's a good way to lose weight. Except if you lose, then it's very, very bad. Is that all you got?
I feel like in some sense I've become weaker. But I mean, I've been putting everything into Magicka for a reason, just to make it so that way I can die. If I actually balanced out my level ups, I would never die at all, probably.
Is someone there?
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded. What was that?
Where are you?
Die, damn you!
Time to end this.
You cannot even conceive of the power. Let's get this over with!
The way's clear. Let's keep moving.
Plus, we've obtained the axe for Vile. Why don't you all explore this cave deeper and leave me and Sebastian's corpse alone?
No, not with Vile in the air and you beside a corpse. You get 3 breaths of privacy when my ward is set, not a minute more. Chase Argo thin veil on the arch. Rumor in left rails. Sora, keep eyes on the lower path.
Privacy is a luxury item and we are on a cave budget. If anything whispers a bargain, I am throwing a bucket over its head and we are leaving.
If you need a moment, take it. But I am not stepping out so some prince can step in. Say the word and I will park this halberd between any altar and your throat. J-Zargo, Archmage does not linger with Dietrich axes and hold that while J-Zargo wanders off to count mushrooms. J-Zargo will hold the word. You speak, you breathe, you do not bargain.
Her blood is a bit cold, but still tasty. Anyone want to try?
No. Rinse your hands, cheat the hunger, and step back from the body.
Shadow hide you.
No friends, no dead, we might return. Hold to it.
I just ate a perfectly respectable apple 3 hours ago and I intend to keep it where... Thank...
I forgot to do these.
You are taking us somewhere warm.
Also, if you start offering pairings, I am leaving this cave forever.
Hard pass. I will fetch you a goat skin if you are still peckish. But if that thing in your chest starts stirring, I am tracking you outside by the hood. J-Zargo, Archmage drinks from flasks, not from corpses. Shazargo will hold ward until your eyes stop shining. Then we leave this place and the axe goes in the bag. Yay!
Alright,
Lead
let's
on,
move on
friend.
to Dragon's Bridge. I may be able to recruit a mistreated lady to Mephalas' ways.
Dragon's Bridge is fine, but we go as teachers, not recruiters. If she is mistreated, we offer choices in a safe room, not a spider's house. I will handle first contact and put a witness ward on the talk.
I am all for rescuing a damsel from terrible taste in men, less so for enrolling her in the murder-weaving guild. How about pie first, cult later, and if she wants a new life, we give her one that doesn't come with a whispering blade.
If I'm an actor, I will happily knock his teeth into the carve. But I am not selling anyone to your dad's friend, even the pretty one with silk and secrets. We hear her story, we offer a bad coin, and a way out. If she wants revenge, I'll show her how to swing, not how to kneel. She's Zargo. We walk, we listen, we do not promise on her behalf. If she seeks the wed, she will say so. Until then, Jizargo keeps the word quiet and the claws sheathed.
Look at that. A cave. Who knows what could be down there?
All I will do is make the offer to join and help other mistreated woman. It will be her choice ultimately.
Oh, for help first, choice is second, owes never. I will set a witness ward and keep it quiet so she can say no without fear.
Grand, we bring blankets, not pamphlets. If she wants out,
a
we
sword,
hand
I will
her key
teach
and a
her grip
hot
and
meal,
stance.
not a spider-shaped handshake.
If she wants a door, I will hold it open. If she wants your silk, she can ask you herself. Chase Argo, then this one is satisfied. Archmage speaks plain, no bargains, no pressure. Chase Argo will watch the corners and keep the claws polite.
Ha! You et noir!
The power of Magnus is at my command.
By the gods, that hurt!
Look at that! A cave! Who knows what...
My lady, are you not tired? It is well past both our bedtimes.
So, the rueful axe. I bet it's only half as powerful as the woebegone dagger.
Lovely, this time it's a dragon. But we need dragons. Oh, one more dragon. Where did it fly off to?
You're dead.
That's a bit close, don't you think, Mr. Dragon? Please don't breathe fire on me.
Filthy sweat.
Is that all you get?
Whoop.
Wow!
Shadow hides you. And that makes 10. We have his axe and his dragon souls. Also, dragon hunting is getting much easier now.
Ten souls and an axe to grind. That is a bargain even a prince should put in writing.
10 is 10. Terms were clear. We deliver at a neutral shrine with witnesses, and Vile does not name our hands. Jesargo will count by your pulse when you hand them over, yes?
Congratulations, but we keep our discipline. We log time place, and the dragon names you took. Then we separate the axe from every... If anything in the air hums wrong, we walk away.
Easy or not, I still prefer you not getting bit in half. I feel
Die, damn you!
Now you burn, Fetcher. The power of Magnus is at my command.
I'm stronger than I look.
Was your mother a foalmer, or are you just that ugly?
Let's get this over with!
Yeah.
You won't get away.
Victory will be mine! Die, damn you!
That fight. Get hit.
Returning to our earlier topic, Brelina, what would it take for you to pledge yourself to Mephala?
Victory will be mine!
But oath and wish are different things. If you want my terms, they are the same as always. My judgment stays mine. My work stays to whisper through me to reach you.
For what it's worth, if you are shopping for pledges, I cannot want a hot soup and dry sauce. Mephala can take a number and wait behind Juniper Spirit.
Cesargo serves Cesargo. Friends, college, and the moons. Princes get courtesy, not vows. If the web spinner wants craft, she can admire it from a distance while we keep our knives clean.
I'll stand with you, not under someone.
All right, Brelina, I respect that. But what about the good Deidre? Who do you like the most?
Azura for light and endings, Bothaya for cutting through lies. If I must choose a lantern for the road, Azura. If I must choose a knife for the knot, Bothaya. Neither gets my name on a line.
I like the one that stays on her side of the shrine and does not turn my socks into spiders. Failing that, whichever lends us a tailwind down this good path without asking for a favor.
Khajiit prefers the moons. Azura's light is useful when the snow eats the world. Yes, but Cesargo keeps his whiskers out of Prince's pockets.
Azura's stories make better lullabies. Wolfire's make better warnings.
Perhaps, Brelina, you could help repair my relationship with the devotee of Azure at her shrine? It hurts that she's upset. Also, dawn is approach. Let's teleport to the college and pray to Zura.
I can try to mend words, not rewrite history. If you want peace with Araneo, we start with truth and boundaries. At the shrine, you do not mention Nafala, you do not claim the Black Stars as yours gift, and you offer service that costs you something real. If you can accept those terms, I will stand beside you and choose the phrasing.
And if Azura declines, we can always light a candle to not taking it personally and have breakfast. Preferably somewhere with walls that do not judge.
If we pray, we do it clean. Wash, no weapons in hand, no boasting. Cesargo will set a simple word, and if the artist's wrong, we bow and leave. Love.
Tell me where you want me. By the door to keep pilgrims safe, or next to you to squeeze your hand if the priestess calls. Either way, I've got you. Ready to move? If one more apprentice asks me what the Card of Travelers means, I'm going to tell them it guarantees a carriage seat and a switch at every inn. Think the Divine Summer Punch cards.
Only if you get 10 stamps without dying. Then Stendar upgrades you to priority resurrection. I see you to 10s, planning a trip or hoarding pretty cardboard like a dragon.
Well, my edit to the prompt didn't seem to work. Maybe I need to be more impactful.
Little of both.
Or strict, I should say, like specifically, you must do this with Radiant Dialogue.
Every time I shuffle the deck, her card rises to the top like it's scolding me.
Then let's make a hand out of it. We swing through Riverwood after breakfast. I'll count a blade if Sven starts singing, and get that talk off your chest before the world throws another lich at us.
Theo, but if she's not there again, we post a letter with the sleeping giant and you buy me free switch rolls for consulate. Generous stipend and all.
I accept these ruinous terms. Speaking of consolations, do you still want illusion practice after dawn shrills? Chase. Who swears his new silence parade won't set anyone's tail on fire this time?
I want some vegan. My name's better when I'm not laughing at your commentary.
I'll clap on the offbeat and pretend it's music. Speaking of practice, Ankana's 3-breath trick actually helped. Blade holds steadier if I don't try to look impressive.
That's the curse of being impressive by default. I'll try Oakflesh first, so if I bash the weak, I bounce.
Reasonable. After drills, we pack a Riverwood bundle.
Did this spell
Switch
break?
roll with a rhythm. If she's still moving, think it's Tarso. She's there, I talk. No. Dramatics know how but flourishes.
I'll bring the conversational equivalent of a ward in case emotions throw lightning. I'll bring the conversational equivalent of a ward in case emotions.
Bye. Also, I want to try that paralyze once removed Berlin promised the Gentoline. For bandits and conversations sideways.
And then after breakfast, we've got Ilat's noon drills, Colette Sovran, and Jay's are good. Hush played apology tour.
Busy day.
Safe travels.
You lead, I'll follow.
All right, let's go to the Arcanium to find the book you want.
Let on, Archmage. I will try not to anger Urad by breathing too loudly or existing near his stacks. If he growls, I will smile, ask for beginner-friendly illusion and conjuration primers, and absolutely not mention the last time I borrowed his quill.
All right, let's see what we can find here.
The college looks so pretty. I almost can't believe it.
Well done. What have you learned?
To use fire, one must ignite
That is unfortunate.
the ethereal flint
He was a
through
good
the
mage.
synchronistic
Were you able to
channeling of-
procure any
Rubbish!
information at
This won't
all?
do it all. Next book.
Magic. It's as rewarding as it is dangerous.
Then it is not he who failed, but the one who
Ooh,
instructed
this book
him.
has pictures. It seems easy enough.
Hopefully
and
I have
it's
not
a
bungled this
children's
endeavor
story
any
on
further.
webcams. What sort of library
Were you at
is
least
this?
able to speak with him?
I think it's time we had a
Or did he
word
have
with the
any clues on
librarian
his
regarding-
body? Let
Excuse
me see those.
Yes, you orc.
This is precisely what we needed. You have done admirably, as did my assistant in delivering these to you. Now that you are entrenched in this matter, I have no doubt that you are the only one capable of pursuing it to the end. This is far more perilous than the previous job, but I believe you will reward my confidence in you. As you may have guessed, the 5 locations listed are likely secluded areas where the mages can conduct their individual research. 1 mage for each school of magic. To defeat them will require skill in cunning, and an understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of each art. The notes will provide their locations, and you can consult me for any advice regarding their procurement. Do you have any questions before you go? Very well. Return to me if you seek my counsel.
Well, that went about as poorly as one could expect. I need to make a mental note. Orcs are surly. This is probably not the best place for me to learn anyway. Winterhold is a traditional institution. We need to
like
find a
living
place
here.
that's the opposite
I
of
feel
that.
different
Like
somehow.
a college
More
built by
myself.
sewer mages. And be a paper mage? Oh gods no, I still have my pride. We just need to find a mage who's a little more unorthodox than the ones here. Do you know anyone like that? Really? Here I thought you knew everyone. Or was that Orlando? I get you two confused sometimes because I have poor eyesight. All kidding aside, I'm sure that person is out there. We'll find them eventually.
I'm unsure if Itzai that has failed you or if you have failed yourself. We'll find the unorthodox mage, but if that doesn't work, you may not be fit to be a mage.
Easy there, Archmage. If the choices are I failed you or I failed myself, I am happy to take the latter and spare your reputation and nasty rumor. But unfit to be a mage. I can bind a sword on an empty stomach and hold a ward through Zargo's Shogoring.
Hey, now you are still perfect at being my eye candy!
If the scholarship fails, at least the sculpture thrives. I will strut past your ag like a statue come to life and pray he grades on a very generous curve. You get the candy, Archmage, but I'm still getting my spells, preferably from someone who doesn't throw me out for wearing less than a robe.
Speaking of eye candy, why don't we go to the stairway? I'll trade you a pie and a sweet roll for a snack from you.
Tempting, but I prefer my snacks not to be me. How about we keep blood off the stairwell and settle for pie now, sweet roll later, and a very appreciative look from me the entire time. If the hunt is nipping, I'll fetch a bottle from Colette's stash and stand watch while you take the edge off somewhere private. That Arcanium, no scandals, plenty of sugar.
I'll keep my pie and sweet roll and Mini.
Fire magic? Yes, sir.
Cruel but fair. I will unpastry the old-fashioned way, by behaving in the Arcanium and not knocking over your ag's display skulls. Come on, Ashlander. Books first, bribery later.
Just reading the summary. It's going over how Olivia explained everything. Romarin laments Winterhold's rigidity and asks for a more unorthodox teacher, rejecting the idea of relying on scrolls. Zula doubts his fitness for magic if that fails, prompting Romarin to defend his competence. Their banter turns flirtatious, with Zula calling him eye candy and proposing a risque trade. Romarin declines, suggesting discretion and focus on the Arcanum. They agreed to prioritize the books, postpone bribery and indulgence, and proceed with the plan to find mages' locations, seek unconventional instruction later. Intel is such a cool mod. Alright. Well, we got a bit more time left. But really not much to do. Unless, of course, I were to go do some shopping, I guess? With the mages here? Guess that's an option. Oh no, dialogue just started.
If you move that map in one more hair toward the Sea of Ghosts, I'm paralyzing your tail and dragging you back to the parapet for wine readings.
Cesargoni naged to match the Ogre's cadence. The tide window shifts at dusk. You would prefer we dive when the bridge sings and snaps our ropes.
I prefer not to be a heroic icicle, yes. Speaking of snacks, your tongue squeaks when you turn your head. Freeze it before Uriel hears and drafts you into the Whitron militia again.
Cesargo will grease the hinge and try it. But first, Khajiit asks a question. Are you truly set on trading oak flesh for a spike? Two hands, one spell, much shivering.
I want something straight and honest that flies where I point it. Unlike my love life. Besides, he promised a slow with to keep me from scaring
what was
friends
that?
while I learn.
Unlike my love life, she actually said that. Interesting. I'm to be
Then we do it on the
flirtatious
pyramid
with
after dinner.
Zora.
It's and days.
Yes?
Cesargo counting the beat. If you pierce the center twice, Cesargo buys two.
Recall and hopefully don't die.
Deal. And after, we got time for Riverwood.
Your wound seems serious.
I've trapped myself.
Your wound seems serious. Your wound seems serious.
I actually can't run out of blood points, otherwise
Come on in. We got warm
they
food,
will
warm
recognize me
drinks, and warm
as a
beds.
vampire.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
What crime did I commit?
That can be arranged.
You're outmatched.
Why is Hathingar so high? What did I do? I guess we'll do 2 hours and see.
If you pierce the center twice, Cesargo buys.
Okay, run away from me. What? Is it spring? Are we actually in spring?
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
No, my bounty is just super high. I don't want to go to jail, go to solitude. What did I do?
Your wound seems serious.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Wait, I know you. All right then.
Golly, what was it called? Ah, unhappy spouses. Older.
You have committed
Hello,
crimes
how
against
are you?
Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman.
Oh, I wonder what stolen items I'm gonna lose. Ah, the Thieves Guild isn't gonna be happy.
I can't believe it. Take a look. it's time for you to leave, my friend.
It's good to see. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Right. Hey there. Thank you. Here, this is for you. Keep safe.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
Feel free to look around. We have a fine selection of herbs here at Angela's Aromatics. Hello, friend. Take a look. Take care, dearie.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Need something? Take care of yourself.
Greetings!
Is there something I can help you with? If you need anything else, just holler.
What do you need, my friend? Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Be careful out there.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Alright, let's see how fast I can get to Dragon's Bridge.
Now you burn, Fetcher.
Victory will be mine! You Enwa!
Filthy sweat.
It can handle itself.
Nothing here after all.
Somebody help!
I'm staying out of
Someone
this.
do something!
Is Zolda in here? No. Let's see if she's at the inn.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You, tell me, do you think I'm attractive? Thank you. I suspected as much. Which makes it all the more confusing why Nelos ignores me for that horse of a high elf. It must be out of pity or hunger. I've always said her nose reminds me of a giant turnip. Alduin is my arch enemy, my nemesis in love. Nelos is always talking to her, confiding in her, when he should be doing those things with me. It makes no sense why he prefers her company. Unlike that Somerset I saw, I'm a fellow Dunmer. Not to mention I'm cuter, funnier, and by far the more talented mage. And the worst part is they just met. How can he value the counsel of that drunk over his companion of 5 years? You're cute for a Slode, my lady, but you are not my Nelos. Away with you.
I don't think she's in the inn.
That spell looks dangerous. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Until next time.
I'll have to explore all of Dragon's Bridge. Ta-da!
Have you met my husband? Well, don't bother. He's a drunk. He promised me, swore on his ancestors that he'd give up the mead. And what do I find out? He's been stashing drink in a cave nearby. He even has some wolves guarding it. I swear, I should just cut out his tongue. That would be the end of it. If you want to try, but I'll keep my dagger sharpened just in case. You can help yourself to any drink you find, but bring me the bottle of Dragon's Breath mead. It's his favorite, so I know he has one there. Sneaking off to get drunk with our last few coins, no doubt. Like what? There are lots of wild animals and sharp drops around here. Oh, but he has been working so hard lately. Maybe I'll let him have a few as reward. My husband owns it. Barely. He'll lose it soon enough. He's behind on his loan payments, but he drinks all his money away just the same. Now we're deep in debt, penniless, and about to lose our sole source of income. I'm waiting for the right time.
Let's see where that stash is. Yeah, we can do that. Wait, you. Oh, snowed again. I'm surprised we avoided combat. Oh, no, it's right over there. Never mind.
Shadow hide you. Now you burn, Fetcher.
Let's get this over with!
Oh, it's right across from the inn.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
You up.
Hi there.
Stendar's mercy to you. If my Horgir doesn't give up the mead this time, I'll hit him over the head with it. Here, for your trouble. I'm waiting for the right time. Bye now.
if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Hey, watch it!
I'll teach you to talk to me that way.
Who's her husband again?
Interesting, very interesting.
Burger.
Nah.
You're asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
That's your best, huh? What do you
Hello,
want?
how are you?
Do your worst.
Her name's Olda. I swear that woman is the most spiteful shrew in all of Skyrim. I think there's a chunk of... Damn right it has. Demand's never been so high. At least not since I built the new mill.
Rival?
Hard to say. I just hope the... Could be if one side wants to keep the other from coming across. They might try to knock it down. Could you please leave now?
Something on your mind? Arguably the greatest mage in all of Tamriel. But when it comes to who is most dashing, I will tolerate no argument. He is a Dunmer of average height, but immeasurable stature. His eyes burning with the fire of the Red Mountain itself. For all those who serve the guild, he is our leader, our mentor, our muse. He is the hand and we are the fingers, waiting for the long night when we clutch all of Nirn in our palm. And how, may I ask, was that decided? A vote? Titles don't determine one's skill, nor do they speak to one's power. If he joined the college today, my dear Nelos would be called a novice, despite being more powerful and more handsome than any of the masters. I am, and I'll have you know it wasn't all talent. I worked very hard to become the mage I am, a mage not everyone thought I could be. I still remember when I was but a novice at the college. Whenever I cast a destruction spell, everyone would comment on what a good enchanter I was. I didn't realize it at the time, but I think they were insulting me. Although, to be fair, I am a good enchanter. The best.
The view of the river is spectacular.
Yes, but I found where I truly excel is with spells of frost and cold. I was in the Arcaneum studying a tome on that very subject when I first met Nelos. He looked so menacing with that lick of hair and blades of war paint slashed across his face, yet his voice was gentle. He asked me if I understood the tome I read. I could only nod what remained of my head as my body melted into the floor. His questions turned out to be a sort of audition, one that I naturally passed with flying colours, despite Nelos having sailed under false ones. Nelos recognized my talent for destruction and chose to cultivate it, whereas Mirabelle wanted me to train under the Master Enchanter. Of course, he wouldn't accept me into his guild without first passing 3 additional tests. The first was to still his heart, the second was to make him smile, and the third was to take his breath away. Okay, so maybe those tests were self-imposed, but I still plan on passing them. It was a book recommended to me by the librarian's apprentice on the nature of destruction magic. While some schools attempt to mimic reality and others try to alter it, it was unclear whether destruction was doing one or the other. When you harness the elements, do you draw them from nature or manifest them? When heat is drawn to make fire, does the air lose warmth? Much of this was explained to me by Nelos. Not that I needed him to. I understood it just fine. I just wanted to hear his voice. In any case, he told me how the answer lies in the beasts of the wild and the world around us. When plants fail to grow in mage light, it's proof alteration is not natural. When the invisible can be touched, it proves that illusion is not real. Then look at the way catfish come to the surface when the earth is about to quake, or how rodents scurry indoors days before winter. Nature knows what's real, and it will react to a coming storm in the same fashion, whether it made by mortals or gods. There's no way to be certain why the divines blessed me with such a specific gift, but I do know how. You see, fire scorches and lightning shocks, but ice is a paradox. or it can both destroy and preserve. In fact, my grandmother once believed frost magic was the key to eternal youth. Well, the old bat thought if she slowed the heart and the body, she could slow the aging process itself. Every day she cast frost spells on herself, trying to delay the appointment the wrinkles had with her neck. Yet it only left her skin cracked and dry and whiter than a Nord's. She was a living ghost. Soon her health began to fail and she no longer could muster up the magicka for her daily treatment. That's when she bought me a tome on frostbite. She was completely mad, of course. Should a child always listen to her elders? Was it wrong for me to end her miserable existence? Really, I thought I was doing her a favour. Although granted, I may be a bit biased. I did quite enjoy the way the frost nibbled on her skin. So much so I might have overdid the treatment. She was, however, well preserved in the end. When the guild I belonged to last met, Nelos instructed us to refrain from contact for the time being. I suspected this might be some clever attempt for him and Alduin to escape on some tryst, which neither I nor the laws of decency could abide by. So I followed Nelos to Harfinger, but only got as far as Dragonbridge before I lost track of him. I wait here now in hopes that he might return, and in fear that she will be with him when he does. Farewell.
Neat. 3D NPCs are great. But this is where we shall end things. For this stream. What will we be doing next stream? Killing. Finding this. Killing Draugr. Getting a bounty. Killing a rogue wizard. I don't know if we'll get to this. Honestly, I imagine we might get as far as that, maybe as far as this. Yeah, we'll have to come around this way and then go back up. Then do this, this, this. I also need to find that... Is it an Argonian? To start the Periite quest. And then all sorts of shenanigans in the future. But, like I said, this is where we shall end things. So, bye.